Hi guys, thank you for, sticking around. I'm back after nearly a month away. I do apologise for that. It was really warm in the UK and I did absolutely no crafting whatsoever. Although I did go to a wool show with my mother-in-law, I guess. I'm not yet married, but I've been with my boyfriend for nearly 8 years, so she's good as my mother-in-law. But yeah, she accompanied me to the Southern Wool Show at Newbury Racecourse, and I thought I'd show you my very small haul because I was very well behaved, mainly because she came with me to make sure I didn't go crazy, but she enjoyed it just as much as I did, although she does regret not buying more things herself, so it's quite ironic. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of jump on, have a chat, show you the few patterns that I bought and the skeins that I bought, or skeins, however you wish to say it. I think it's like scone and scone. But yeah, so I thought I'd mention a few shops that I really like the interest of and that I've picked up their cards and I will definitely be purchasing in the future from. So yeah, excuse me, I've got my glasses on today, so ignore the glare that's coming from them because my eyes are a little bit tired. So yeah. So without further ado then, I hope you've all been well. And I really appreciate the comments that people have left on my last video. If you obviously haven't yet liked and subscribed or commented, please feel free to. I just really want to build some friends that enjoy what I do, mainly because my friends and my family aren't massive lovers of crafts, not in the sense that, or the style that I am into. So it's a bit of a bummer, but yes, I'm trying not to show you show you them, but I guess we'll start off with the young, because otherwise it's just going to be staring at us. I got two lots. I found a store called Bird Street Yarn, and I picked up this beautiful zebra, I think it's called a zebra sock, and it is 80/20 SW merino and nylon, 4-ply, 100 grams, 400 meters, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's gorgeous and I really liked it. I thought it was really funky and I thought that would be really nice knitted up in a chunky pair of socks. That's my idea. Socks for that one. And they had really lovely skeins, lots and lots to choose from. But I've never quite seen anything quite like this. And I don't know if you can see, the zebra part is like the black flecks, which are intertwined with the dyed colours. So really nice. I think the dyers or the owners' names are called Claire and John. On Instagram, they've actually got 2 Instagram accounts. One is his and one is hers. I was speaking to the man, John, and I think from my understanding, they both knit, and yeah, it's a really lovely company. But they are Bird Street Yarn, and this colourway is Bex Creates, I believe, but yeah, it's beautiful. So that's that one. And then the last, I guess, I was about to say physical, but no, I have bought other physical things, just not skeins or skeins. Was from one of the very last shops I went to, and it is a sock set by Ducky Darlings, and this company is based up north, so I wouldn't have probably ever come across them. But yeah, there was quite a lot of northern shop owners in the craft fair, which was really, really nice, because obviously you see different things and whatnot. But this is again SW Merino Nylon 75-25 set, 70 grams, in the colourway Hibiscus Bloom. Yeah, Hibiscus Bloom, and this cost me £17. This, I think, was around about 20-ish, which I thought was quite reasonable, because it was very, very, very lovely. So those are my 2 yarns. Sorry, I'm sat closer to more forward because I haven't set up my trolley because it's full of crocheting stuff, and I feel like my neighbours can see me more just talking, so I'm a bit more self-conscious. But yeah, so those are the 2 things or 2 yarns that I bought. They're both going to be used for socks. I want to try and make some handmade socks. Just because obviously I haven't got enough for a jumper or anything. And then I picked up, actually I went halves on all 4 patterns with Julie, my mother-in-law. I've got them because I was going to photocopy them for her, but then my printer broke. So I need to take them round to hers so she can photocopy her copies. But I got 2 from the Knitting Shed. 1 from, oh gosh, Di Bomari. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that store name from. That was actually the first store we went to. She had lots of lovely patterns. And then one that was sold by another store owner who didn't create the pattern but stocked the pattern. If that makes sense? And it's a Sandra Poole one, so Cherry Heart Designs, you know. If I just whoop, where's my finger? That one up there is a Cherry Heart design as well. I just increased the border and I finished it off a little bit different. But yeah, we also bought a I Love Summer scarf, which is very, very beautiful. So, sorry, my cat's come to say hello. I wonder if she'll let me pick her up. Excuse me, can you not? Sorry, she was biting a wire. Lilo's clearly being a little bit more curious. I don't know why. Nothing's changed. I've just moved the cart from here, which is normally side by side my desk. I've just turned my computer around over there, and she's like, oh, it's different. I don't like it. But anyway, let's show you the patterns that I got. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the pattern, with respect to the pattern designers. Not because I paid money. That doesn't bother me because they're wonderful patterns. But just obviously they need to make a living. But let's go for the first one, and it's by the Shipping Forecast. It's not the Shipping Forecast, that's the pattern name. It's by the Knitting Shed, and it is the Shipping Forecast. Oh, there we go. And it's a beautiful t-shirt, and one of the ladies that works for the Knitting Shed actually was wearing this design in a different colourway, but it was lovely. I loved it, and I'm really excited to knit it. Actually, I think the Knitting Sheds are both mine because my mother-in-law doesn't, well, she does knit, but she's more of a crocheter these days, more blankets. But yeah, obviously I'll share them with her, that's not a problem. So that's the first one, and that was called the Shipping Forecast. If I can find them online on their websites, I will link them obviously down below to help promote their companies, and anyone else that I've mentioned in this video, I'll try my best to link them below too. The other Knitting Shed pattern I bought was the Cornish thrift shawl, and again, it's very, very sweet. I want to see if I can not get anything else, but let me, if I do that, there's another photo there, but yeah, which is very sweet. It kind of shows the back of it. I'm really excited for both of those patterns, but yeah, sorry, I thought I'd wear my hair down because it's freshly washed from last night, and I just ran my heat brush for it again to try and maybe more tame my hair, and yeah, it's worked a treat, but I probably could have done more, but you know, it's good enough. So on to the next one, by Deborah Marie. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I do apologise, or her shop name, I should say, but it's called the Frisky Shawl, and me and my Julie, my mother-in-law, we saw a sample of the shawl knitted up, and it was really, really pretty, and we really liked the colourway. So I can show you two photos without obviously giving too much away out of respect, but yeah, so that is one of the photos. So it uses two skeins of one of her own colorways, and we would have bought the colors as well there, but we couldn't find one of them. She said that you can use obviously any, but we really liked the colorway it was in, but I don't think we could find the jet, which was the contrasting colour. We did try to have a look on other stalls if we could find like a similar match, but no, we couldn't. So we might purchase off her store, or just continue looking. But yeah, so it's just an easy crescent shaped shawl, worked from the centre top down, working back and forth. On 4mm circular needles with a crochet hook. I didn't actually say what these were, sorry. I do apologise. Does it say? So the Cornish thrift shawl is 3 skeins with well, you could do it a 3 or a 2 skein. I'll probably do 3, with a wingspan of 194 centimetres or 76.5 inches, with a depth of just under 100 centimetres or under just 40 centimetres. And they used a merino and silk Singo superwash merino yarn. But yeah, and she uses for this pattern 3.5 and a 4.5 knitting needle. That's for the Cornish shawl. And then the shipping forecast, which was this one, is a bright breezy t-shirt with a nod to sweatshirt styling. The stripes give a nautical air and take a 90-degree turn at the centre front by working an easy slip stitch pattern. Easy. Well, we'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see if it is easy. And again, they use the same yarn for this one, and they have sizes going 1 through 10. 10 being a finished centimetre of 133. So very lenient in their sizes, which is always a good thing. Always a good thing. And they use a mixture of needles, 2.75, 3.25, and 2.75. I think the majority of the t-shirt is knitted on a 2.75, apart from the shoulder seams, which are the other, which is slightly the bigger pair. So yeah, going back to a Frisky shawl, I realise this is all over the place, but if you've watched my other 2 videos that are up, I think that is the nature of my videos. A little bit chaotic, some would say, but at least I'm keeping you on your toes. And then this is still very frisky shawl. So the one that I was originally talking about before I went on a tangent telling you the measurements of the others. And this is just another photo of it in like a wingspan way. But yeah, so there's just abbreviations on that page, so I don't mind sharing that one with you. Okay, and then the last one, which is the Sandra Poole one, which was sold by a lovely lady. I can't quite remember the shop name that I got it from, but again, it was right at the beginning of like my day out, should we say. And it's the I Heart Summer scarf. And my mother-in-law was going to purchase the kit and then chickened out because she was like, it's one of the first stores, I don't want to get ahead of myself. But it's just a crocheted shawl adorned with, I don't know if you can see, with loads of colourful hearts. And we thought that would be a great stash buster of colours. And yeah, it's really, really sweet. Not something that I would probably wear, but it's quite sweet. I want to make it. You know, not really my style, but I do like it. And I do like Sandra Poole's patterns and her works. Most definitely. Very simple and easy to follow. She uses UK and US terms side by side, and they're really straightforward. She's very good at writing patterns. Okay, so on to some obviously mentions. I do have a stack probably around about that thick. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. I've chosen probably my favourite ones, or ones that I've come across several times, or that I wish to mention. So, Bird Street Yarn, which is the zebra sock one that I got. It is birdstreetyarn.com to buy their yarn. So that's the first one. And then the sock set, which was Hibiscus Bloom. Look at that. I remembered without even looking. Sort of. I didn't look at the label. I looked at the sock set behind me. Is by Ducky Darlings Yarn, which is a company up north. And it's Ducky Darlings _yarns on their Instagram, and duckydarlings.com for their website. So 2 straightforward websites to get to. There is this one as well. She was a very, very lovely lady. I can't quite remember her name, unfortunately. It's Yarn Tings, and she just opened a shop in West London, I believe. Just a 10-minute walk from the Elizabeth line at Southall, which, yeah. She's called Charmaine. That was her name. If I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. She was such a lovely lady, and she actually had a sample knitted up. I didn't take any photos or any videos because it was my first proper yarn show. I just wanted to engross myself, of a lovely shawl pattern. Actually, I do have it written on my phone, so bear with me 2 moments. I'll pause the recording. And okay, so I didn't charge my phone last night, so I've got 1%, and it was a Stephen West pattern, the Geo Gradient, that she had. She used Pink Queen Yarns colorway, purely for the fact that the Stephen West's pattern was, when knitted up, caused a bit of controversy, she was telling me, because it looked like a certain flag from World War II, which was quite negative. If you get my drift, I don't really obviously wish to have to mention it, but yeah, it was obviously an unfortunate situation, she said, but she gave me a beautiful colourway that someone edited on behalf of him. it kind of caused quite a stir. Sorry, a few of my students have cancelled lessons and they're just coming through because I've just picked up my phone. But yeah, she was a very lovely lady and took the time to talk to me and answer all my questions. Really, really lovely. I will link her down below too. The Knitting Shed was the 2 patterns that I bought. And they are simply theknittingshed.com. So another easy one to remember. And then I think that's it. I don't think I picked up the ladies card that was selling the Sandra Poole one. But I do have some other mentions. I've been to a few craft shows just in general, not specifically wool shows. But sorry, I've got a cat hair up my nose. I've seen the Indian Block Company several times and I really want to buy their stuff, but I can't justify it yet. But one day I will own some, probably when I have a bigger craft room so I can hide them. But they make their own block prints, partnered with people who hand carve them in India, I believe. And yeah, it's really, really, really cool. They're based in Oxford, I believe. Yeah, they are based in Middle Ashton, Oxfordshire. But they are shot the indianblockprintco.com. They're also online. But their demonstrations and their samples are beautiful. If I had endless amounts of money, I'd probably own lots of blocks. And every time I see them, I'm so annoyed I don't purchase anything. But I restrain myself because I've got too many whips at the moment. So maybe next time I see them, or when I plan to go to a craft show, I will plan accordingly and whittle down my whips before I go so I can buy more stuff. I came across another store by Alex Collins. She made a lot of sustainable stuff and she gave me a lovely free pattern, which is very, very kind. Obviously it's not mine to give away because I think it was a show exclusive, but yeah, I'm very excited. And I think I'm going to knit, I don't know if I'm going to use my yarn to knit those socks or buy some different ones. That's Bird Street again. And I got a lovely another pattern. I won't share the QR code, from Under the Olive Tree Knits, called Shine Bright. And yeah, I'm excited for that too. So I was going to check that out. And then the last 2 things was just to mention that I'm going to look into the Bird Street yarn Christmas box for this year. It's a Nordic Christmas theme and I quite like the Nordic style traditional colours and kind of northern essence of Christmas. Compared to the more modern pink, blue, bright tone colours. I mean, they're nice, but I quite like the like traditional elements of Christmas. So I was going to check that out. It's not an advent calendar, but a gorgeous box, perfect from me to me. From me to me. Christmas gift. Or for someone special. The box is filled with equivalent of 200 grams of yarn and beautiful extras, all on the theme of Nordic Scandinavian Christmas. So they said, what do you think of when you think of Nordic vibe? Light, airy, uncluttered interiors and sleek design, or maybe huggy duck forest, warm fires, hot chocolate, berries, dark skies, calm and comfort. The box will contain mystery colourways along with a number of other goodies on the same theme. They also include a lovely new Bird Street tote bag, which is an exclusive limited edition handmade framed lino print on a Scandinavian theme. So I think you get, seems I lighted it. There's four Christmas boxes to choose from. Each are 100 grams and then plus other things. So 100 gram variegated merino / nylon, and then 5 times 20 gram tonals for box 1. Box 2 is 100 variegated merino, and nylon, and 100 gram tonal. Box 3, 100 gram variegated alpaca, silk and cashmere, and 100 gram ASC, I don't know what that stands for, tonal. And then the last one is 100 gram variegated merino and nylon plus 2 times 50 grams brush Surrey alpaca silk lace weight. But yeah, you can order them or pre-order them on their website. I would probably be very interested in box number 2, which is the variegated merino and just a tonal, just two bits. So yeah, the last thing that I really wanted to do, because I was like, oh, I'll treat myself, you know, because I had a new job. That's why I've also been quite busy, and then that job didn't work out, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. It just kind of never really took off, but I'm probably counting my stars with that. So I've gone back to teaching, but reduced hours. So yeah, not quite a bit of a loss for me at the moment. I've taken the opportunity to apply to other jobs, though, alongside my teaching or home tutoring that I do, just to, you know, for more of a social aspect rather than the money wise. But I'm just waiting for some obviously replies to see what happens. But if not, I'm gonna obviously up my hours with my teaching once again. I just didn't want to mess my students around again, because I changed all my hours, and yeah, it was frustrating, but you know, it's done. But I was about to enroll on a home dyeing course with a really wonderful lady. I think I spoke to her for nearly half an hour, to my mother-in-law's dismay, but I just found it really, really cool. It's Dyeing Made Easy. Is that her company name? Yeah, dyingmadeeasy.co.uk. And it's a 12-month subscription. And she literally teaches you the basics and lots of different methods. And you get a little kit each month with all the necessary items. You get your monthly lesson. And then, yeah, you start making your stuff. And she was telling me that she used to be a textile teacher and everything, and she was a very, very lovely lady to talk to. So, I believe that is it. I will have this posted up, raring to go, and I'm literally about to film, or should I wait? I have done a little bit of crafting. I've done some work on my temperature blanket, and also I might have started a cross stitch, that actually a full coverage cross stitch for Bear one, if you know, you know. I might wait till next week, get this one edited and sent out, and then hopefully my plan is to start catching up on a few things, because the weather's getting a little bit cooler now. So there's really, really no excuse anymore, apart from just being lazy and not getting back into the routine. Because I really do want, obviously, I've got the hiccups. I'm talking too fast. But no, obviously I do like crocheting and knitting and sewing and everything. It's just getting back into the rhythm and doing life along with it. But yeah. So anyway, I'll leave it there for today. It was lovely seeing you guys again, and I hope to see you in the future. Hopefully not a month's time this time around, but hopefully in a fortnight or so. Bye!